Our hands are clean. This week, our beer is green, and it's time for the best show that you can put on your screen. That's right, it's time for episode 11 of STEEPCAST.
The Best of Seasons is still running for the next few months, so be sure to check out the game for old weekly challenges and world tours to try, as well as your chance to get some of that rare gear. If you made the top 100 of the Steep World Tour, get ready for the finals.
Check My Stees wrapped up today, so feel free to hop on over to their Discord to check out the results now, and if not, we'll be releasing them on our channel next week. Mitch, I know you submitted. Did you win?
Well, since we're recording this episode before the deadline, I don't know if I've won yet, but you can check out my run playing right now. If you want to hear it along with the music, check out the link down below. I used a song that would absolutely get copyrighted, so unfortunately I'm not showing it in this video.
What'd you use?
I used Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, one of his new songs, and I went for that 80s vibe with the nighttime too, so I think it turned out pretty cool.
Totally not copyrighted music by The Weeknd. And wrapping up the news around the mountain this week, Steep reacted to the Knucklehuck competition from X Games Norway. You can check out that video in the link below.
It's time to lead into the next segment, Nick.
It is time for the Reddit Roundup. It is time for the Reddit Roundup.
Is your voice ready?
Yeah. It's time for the Reddit Roundup.
Our first submission this week comes from Pister Mib, and it is called Hand Drag to a Grind. He gets very close to this rail in Japan and then lands on the second one. Looks like his hand drags along the first one too, so just so close. It looks awesome.
This video sat on top of the subreddit all week, and for all of the right reasons. I mean, this is as close as you can get to a hand drag or a knucklehuck kind of trick on the mountain right now, so this is just incredible. Plus that slow motion stop so that you capture that moment. Oh, beautiful. I don't understand how this next video was possible. This is from Carbe Bazim, maybe? But this nose butter to a grind in the X Games Park boggles my brain a little bit. Mitch, do you have any idea how this happened other than the skis just sticking up high enough during that nose butter that they clipped the rail?
I've been seeing more and more clips that use the butter to kind of get a very small jump off the ground. I actually did it in my Check My Stees entry, but they're able to spin and then just get ever so slightly of a jump at the top. I think you still have to hold down jump, but you can get a small one and it just looks seamless if you time it right.
Yeah, this video is just that. It's seamless. Oh my god, it's so good.
This next video from Caller Radical 710 is it's just so funny. I love
what a username too.
I just love watching people roll down the mountain, and it's definitely like real life. If you've been a skier or snowboarder, I'm sure you've had your fair share of falls, yard sales, losing your equipment and whatnot.
This dude just never stops. This next video took so long. It has been so long in the making. Comes to us from Prince Bobby Bomboclat. And it is another trick that comes from the X Games features in the game. This character rockets off of that right side of the half pipe, nails that little stand, and then is able to complete the trick back in the half pipe. That did take so long to do. I can only imagine.
The physics behind this is unreal, but could you imagine if that ever happened during the actual X Games, where someone rockets out of the half pipe and then toe taps the camera box before coming back into it? I think it would just end the event forever.
No, you mean it will completely revolutionize the event.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, this is the future. You laugh now, but this is where it's going.
And finally, we have a clip from Barond1208 called Ouch, or Ach. You're German. How do you say that?
Yeah, if it's in German, it's auch,
Auch,
which means like also.
In this case, I don't think it means also.
I think it's ouch.
Yeah, I think it means ouch. That is a brutal hit onto the post.
You know, the first time I saw this clip, I really thought it was a submission for the Oh Steep photo contest.
Well, technically it's a video, but the Oh Steep photo contest already has the most submissions of any of ours by far, so I think it's one of the best topics, and I could see it being both photo and video in the future.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I think that is a great note to wrap this up on. Mitch, where are we going next?
Well, we're going to head into the main topic where we have something we have been waiting for you guys to hear. Thank you again to everyone who we borrowed Reddit posts from and allowing us to feature your posts. If you ever want to be considered for this, just make sure to post any of your clips or photos to reddit.com/r/steep, and we see whatever is sitting near the top after the week.
And while Mitch is thanking those people who give us permission to use their videos every week, this also comes from someone who gave us permission to use this clip, I believe, for forever and always, correct?
I know I have been playing it pretty much non-stop since it was sent to us, so I'm hoping so.
I mean, it's my alarm to wake up in the morning now. Whether he likes it or not, this is now the song for the show.
Well, yeah, it's my ringtone now.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, it's my callback tone. Do you remember freaking callback tones?
I'm older than you, and I don't remember what a callback tone is.
Please enjoy this music while your party is reached.
Oh, was that whenever they were on the phone with someone else, so you could temporarily wait instead of leaving a message?
Well, like if I called you, instead of hearing the dial tone of the phone ringing, your phone would play me a song that I could listen to until you answered the phone. That doesn't ring any bells. Did you never have a friend that played like 303 or My Chemical Romance on their phone, so you didn't just hear their dial tone? You actually heard a song play until they picked up?
I do not remember that, but why isn't that more of a thing now?
Because streaming came along and LimeWire happened and people stopped paying the cell phone companies for those song clips and they started downloading them themselves. Anyway, we are getting very off topic here. You have heard this song at the top of this episode and you will hear it on the end of this episode, but here it is in its entirety. It's Just Austin. Please go check out his YouTube channel. Made a STEEPCAST rap for the two of us and for the game. Without further ado, enjoy It's Just Austin's STEEPCAST rap.
Yeah. Hey STEEPCAST, thanks for letting me do this. It's your boy, It's Just Austin. Promised this rap for you guys, so let's get it, boys. Hey, I'm about to launch my drone, and I'm about to pop off, cause I just hit level 25, and I'm about to hit the spot, and now my snowboard's been waxed, and the chocolate is hot. STEEPCAST reporting to you live from the top of Mount Blanc. Snow mist me, making you miss me, cause I'm hucking it up 12, I throw it into a misty. I'm a hunter, knuckle huck a motherfucker off the table, straight for the cover. Cameraman cannot cover this, cause he cannot believe that butter in Alaska, tossing Japan's X Games commenter, think that I'm going ham. Tame dog at the tame dog, the nose grab is lame dog. Got a wildcat method of getting X Game fame, bro. Ready, set, you know I get this bread. Or like better yet, I got some Doubtity flag. Go hard on skis bed, and thanks to Winterfest, call me Mr. Burns with that Yeti chest vest. Like peek at the dam, the whitest of sands. You know ain't nothing fresher than today's powdery plans. Then now and again, get a toboggan, get ready. Heading to Asia, eat dollar top ramen with a Yeti. I'm shooting off booters, pickboards over scooters. Sometimes I get on skis, I feel like the ride is much smoother. Got a horn, don't need a tutor. I'm getting bored, but it's cooler. No need for lesson on hucking, I never pay for a tutor. I fly like rocket wings, ain't nothing until he sings. Abominable motherfucker, I shine in steep diamond rings. I'm finding the finer things, we highlight the highest things. The Alps are gonna melt when I'm flicking these fire flings. It's just Austin. Hey, thanks everybody, you were great.
Yes!
Thanks everybody.
Yes!
Thanks everybody.
Oh my god, that was so great.
That was incredible.
Thank you so much to It's Just Austin for that steep rap, and we will not say no to any more of those. Please keep those coming. If the flows are flowing, keep it going. Why am I
Looks
rhyming
like you'll
today?
never be a rapper.
Not what I was built for.
We will be putting this song to a Steep music video in the coming weeks too, so make sure to check out.
Oh, get yourself ready. There's no might about it. It's coming.
You know what? That gives me an idea. Nick, let's go to the weekly challenge.
Okay, kind of abrupt there, but all right, let's go. Okay, so hold your idea, because we have some videos to feature from the paragliding video challenge.
They both come from the Space Clump 360, and ooh, he gets that paraglide directly through one of the rock gaps and then does a couple flips too. Love to see it.
He gave us a second clip for this submission as well. How do you say that?
I think it's Magnificento.
Magnificento.
If it's not Italian, I am so sorry.
But regardless of how you say it, this clip is magnificent. I mean, not only is the use of slow motion and the ambiance of the evening sun beautiful, but you also have the paraglider just almost, but not quite kissing that beautiful powder on the side of that mountain. Everything about these two clips, incredible, phenomenal. You win the challenge this week. You were the only person who submitted, I think, but still, you win. Again, thank you to the Space Clump 360. And, okay, Mitch, now it's time for that idea that you had earlier.
Well, I was thinking...
Oh, wait. No, what are we doing next week?
For next week, the photo challenge is called Oh Steep. So send us the pictures of your best wrecks or soon-to-be wrecks in Steep.
All right, now spill the beans. What's your big idea? What's the next challenge?
Well, I was thinking after listening to that amazing rap song and the fact we were going to make a music video anyways, if you guys feel like you can submit a clip that would fit in that music video, why not make that the weekly challenge? I've already got some video ideas for a lot of the lyrics that were in that song, but if you think of something too, just make sure to submit it and I'll throw it in if it makes it in time.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not feature the people that make STEEPCAST what it is? Not just us, but everybody else in the music video about a rap that is about STEEPCAST. I mean, that sounds picture perfect. No pun intended. And sadly this week, we have no questions to answer. So instead, Mitch, do you have a question for me?
Oh boy, you're kind of putting me on the spot. I think I got a question for you. Let me just pull up the Google real quick. Questions to ask on a first date. 106 questions. Who is the most fascinating person you've met?
Okay, it would be, I'm going to do a deep shout out here to our friend Mikey from high school. He may be one of the most fascinating people I know, just because everything he does is totally original. He never follows a trend, like everybody else does. You just flock to the next greatest thing. Mikey holds true and only picks things that he truly enjoys and digs into those and makes it his own. Yeah, I can't say any more about Mikey, but he might be one of the most fascinating people that I've ever met. I love him to death.
I agree with that completely. Also an amazing voice actor who doesn't really do much with it yet, but seriously has some talent.
Oh yeah, give him some time. He will be in comics and anime all around the world.
All right, your turn. Do you got any questions for me?
I do. You are challenged to enter into physical combat with the most famous person who shares your first name. Who is that person, and how would you defeat them? Oh, I'm sorry, would you defeat them?
Give me 1 second, because...
Who would that even be? So, can we just say, Mitch Marner?
It could be Mitch Marner. I was looking at a list. There was Mitch McConnell. We won't get into that. I'll pull up...
No, you would get your ass beat by Mitch Marner.
I don't know. He's kind of wimpy.
Those sound like huge fighting words.
I would accept that fight, because it means I probably would be playing in the NHL.
Fair enough. Well, that was fun.
That was a very music-oriented episode.
Never a bad thing to have a music episode. I mean, we're both musicians. I mean, that's how we became friends. So it's not a shock to me that we have a music-centric episode. And I have a feeling that this is not going to be the last music-centered episode that we do.
We can definitely have a deep dive into which are our favorite and least favorite songs from Steep.
Yeah. Feel free to leave those comments down below this week. What's the best steep song and what is the worst steep song? That'll be a fun discussion.
That's all we have for this week's episode, but thank you so much to the great submissions, to the challenge, the roundup, and of course, it's just awesome for that epic steep rap that he provided for us. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Mitch.
I'm Nick. No, I'm Nick.
And I'm Nick.
And I'm
Mitch.
We'll see you on the slopes.